So, welcome back, guys. Today, we're gonna be working on the quad. Here she is, sits in all her glory. Oh, today we're actually going to be wiring in a four-way trailer wire harness into the back of it, so we can tow a little trailer. Let's see if I can get this out here. Just threw it back up there. But this is what we'll be wiring in. Plain and simple, pretty self-explanatory. We'll walk you guys through how it works in a minute, but you'll find somewhere to mount this box, and then we're gonna mount this to the tail of the bike where the hitch is gonna go. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. And it's just gonna be a interesting day, because then after we get that done, we gotta get our little trailer out that we have, and we gotta wire it for the lights, because if we go anywhere we have to have lights with that. It's just weird laws in some cities and other things where we go to. So some places I've been looking at where we want to go wheeling, yes, this thing has to be roadworthy, which it is roadworthy because we got the street legal kit on it, but the trailer also has to have lights on it too if it's going to be on the road behind this with some of our gear on it, which I think. Alright, so after some disassembly, so seats, the left side panel, can't get this panel out because I'm not taking my shifter off again to get this panel out, so we're just going to kind of just move it out of the way so we can get in here. That's what we're doing. So now for the plug for the trailer, we're going to find a place for that, run the wiring up, find a place for the box itself that mounts somewhere, and then we'll just get this all wired because everything is sitting right here. If you remember right from a previous video, that the turn signals are these blue wires right here, the turn signals. So those will be really easy to wire in real quick, and we can ground out the grounds to this green wire here, because that's a ground. Just ground those out to that, and the grounds will be done. But then we also got I believe this wire harness right here is the brake lights. Yeah, the brake lights and running lights, so we'll have to test that with a test light, see if that is actually accurate. If not, it's got to be this wire right here that's running to the back, and that'll be easy to check as well. So we'll figure that out real quick. Running lights and brake lights off that, turn signals off those other two, and everything sitting right there, nice and easy access to. So can't be that hard to relocate, and the only thing we got to run is one power wire up to the battery or a power source for that, for the trailer lights. They can actually go right there, mount that plug right there, put a bolt through it, boop, and it's done. Won't be in the way. Run the wiring up. We could run that right there behind the gas tank, and then just kind of run it right up there through the. Alright, I just kind of have it set right there to see what it was going to look like. Run it right there, done, and that's a perfect place for it. Won't be in the way of anything, but it'll be all nice and covered up. Won't get so muddy. It'll still get muddy, but it's got a nice waterproof cover on top of it, so it's not going to go anywhere and get muddy. But let's go find some bolts, get those holes in there, and this mounted so we know what we're doing to start with. I'm going to show you guys. Boosh, look at that. Just put a couple cell tappers in there. Mount it up. Now I just got to run the wiring there back up through the back, which I'm going to bring up probably right underneath all this stuff here, so we can mount this box somewhere around that area as well, or keep it somewhere where it's not going to get too wet with everything. I'm not sure yet how long the cable is going to be. Maybe we can actually hide it up front here if the cables are long enough. I guess we'll find out though. So we got a little update for you. So we basically tapped into the wire harness here. I'm going to finish wrapping this all up for that would be the brake lights and running lights. Brake lights and running lights, I can't remember which one it was. We're going to wrap that back up. The turn signals, when we wired it, we just tapped into the lines that we ran to the back from the up front here with the relay switch. Ran everything into the box plug here. Move this over, you can see it. Moved all those wires into this. I gotta finish this wire here. This is the actual power wire that powers the box itself, so it doesn't actually pull power off of the the bike itself. It pulls power from the battery or main source. Got the trailer wiring pulled in. This is just where it comes out. It's right here. It runs back along here, goes out back. We all know that I previously showed you guys everything. Temporarily, I wired in my actual tow lights, which are up there. We're going to show you guys that this actually does work. Whoa. So when you turn the key on, all my lights up there will light up. Cool, huh? So you hit the brake, boop, then you light up. That's the brakes. And if you hit a turn signal, if I get these wires together here, it turn signals. And if you do the other side, the left turn, whoa. Trying to get this wire to hold together. There it is, look at that. So now we just gotta mount this box somewhere, tuck the wires up nice and neat, run the grounds. I gotta finish putting the grounds, and then we gotta run a power wire to that, and we are basically good to go. All right, so what we did is we actually mounted that box right there out of the way. We ran the power wire up, ran all these wires down here. I don't need to get this zip tie right there, but we kind of just tied everything back up nice and neat, ran it back. The grounds, we actually just grounded to the main ground on the when we wired in the road lights. So everything's done back here. We just gotta get a couple of small ties, zip ties here. You guys can see it. We're gonna put one right here to hold all this stuff out of the way, and then we're just gonna put one up here on the main wire harness just to hold it up in the back there. Other than that, it's pretty much done, except for getting a fusible link for the main power that has to run into the box, which we just have like 20 feet of wiring just sitting there. So gonna get a fuse for that, get it set in there, probably just like a 10 amp or something. It's just gonna be running trailer light, that's all it's gonna be doing. So if we can put any more draw on that, well, I'm gonna pop that fuse probably before anything else, because it's not actually coming off of the vehicle power itself. It's supplying power to the box, and then however that box works, power to the lights of the trailer, so it doesn't draw off the main power off the bike, which is cool. So it was actually a $25 part a couple years ago that I bought for a car that never used it, so it's just going in this thing. Done. We gotta put this back together, put the turn signal box back together, got that wiring sitting right there, gotta put it back in, and then we are done. Well, alright, I didn't want to bore you guys with putting the panels back on, but panels are back on, everything's wired, zip tied, everything, got the grounds done. I think I showed you guys. And all we had to do was just wire in the power wire, which we did. We just have a fusible link sitting right here. We ran the wire up, fused it in, and we're done. So that's easier said than done. We just wired it in directly to the fuse with the turn signals, because they're not be using as much power because they're all LEDs anyway. So, and I think a 15 amp will do just perfect, because it's actually really not drawing that much amperage because everything's LED. So if you guys notice, lights are up there, right? And they're on because of running lights. Brake lights, woo, yay! And then we got your turn signals. Everything's done. Everything's wired, look at that, sweet. Those are just the tow lights for towing. I just plugged them in just so I could use them. And now what we gotta do is we gotta go get the little trailer that we have, and we're gonna bring it back over in here and wire in the lights, because we have a new wiring kit that is for it. I don't know where we freaking put it, but lights are on the trailer, which is a good thing. We just needed to wire in the wiring. I'm not sure where the wiring kit is for. Interesting. Looking around for it. I have no idea. Oh, I found it. There she is. So what we did is we ordered we actually went on the Harbor Freight, and we got a 25-foot 4-way trailer wiring with everything, all the twisties, all the bolts, nuts, everything. So that's what's going to go on that trailer, make it work, give us a little extra length just in case things happen, and Yeah, so let's go get that. Well, guys, guess what? We went and got the trailer. Yes, it is my little 4x8 trailer that we previously did in a build. We just got to redo the lights because something happened to it a while ago. Wiring got ripped out, and yeah, we just got to redo the wiring. This is what we're going to be using if we do any like 4-day long trips with the quad, and it hooks up just fine. We're going to put a little bit of weight on this earlier or later and test it out, but that's what we're going to be hauling anyway. So small trailer, small enough to like, you know, throw a couple sleeping bags, sleep on it too, so we're not on the ground as well. Think about that idea for a minute too. And then yeah, we go out riding or whatever for more than 1 day or 2 days. That's what we have, and all of our gears on it, besides the rack that we have for the back of the bike too. That can just go by itself with just a cooler and the spare gas can on there. So that's what we're doing. So anyway, let's get to it. We got this wiring. Let's get it open, stretched out, see how far I need to go from the plug on the back of that all the way to the back, because this is 25 feet. This is definitely not 25 feet. This is like 10 feet at most, 12 feet at most. Alright, so this kit comes with a bag of goodies. Looks like some clips, screws, tie downs, some other things, wire connectors, you know, a lot of fun stuff in these. The trailer, or the vehicle wiring, which we are not using because we have our own already set up, so just gonna be extra. And then 25 feet of cable, and also comes with a little gauge which tells you everything on here, which is cool. But it also comes with an extra wire, but it's crazy that it's got an extra wire, but it's just the red wire, green wire, yellow wire, brown wire, white wire is what we'll be using. The red wire is rear marker lights with trailers that are over 80 wide, because you can't reach the other side. Oh, and it comes with instruction manual. One freaking page of instruction manual. There you go. But it's pretty self-explanatory though. Right is right turn, green is right turn, yellow is left turn and brakes. Brown wire is obviously the running lights. And I guess with this one kit, they have the red one as marker lights as well. But other than that, we're just gonna wire it up and see how well it goes. And so we got the wiring stretched out, and it's 25 feet. Well, guess what? It is 25 feet, including the ground wire, which is just gonna stay up there anyway, which is crazy. But hey, we got enough wire to do this trailer. So what I'm gonna do is, up front here, we're gonna see how much slack I want to leave, how much length I want to leave between the vehicle and the trailer, in case my truck wants to move it or whatever else too, or I tow it behind that truck, sorry. Then we're gonna put the green wire running to the right side and the yellow side running to the yellow at the back, separate those, get the ground all over this way, and we're gonna go from there, figure out how long I need everything, and basically just clip the wires in and we're gonna be done. Alright, so what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be changing this up a little bit. Since it folds up, I had these laying around. These are a 2-way plug. I can't get it probably one hand, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna wire one into this side and one into the wire side of the vehicle. This is the old wire. This is the new wire right here. So I'll wire that in with the plug right here. So when we actually fold it up, we can unplug the wire. So when we fold it, it doesn't stretch and pull the wire. This trailer just folds in half. And it folds in half. That's guess what happened to the other one. It pulled the wire too tight and snapped. Pulled the wire. So as of right now, I'm working on this side, the right side. I've got it wired in. Gonna put the shrink wrap around it, and then we gotta cut the length of that wire to what we need. Heat shrink, put it in, and then we're good to go. When we fold up, we unplug that. The wires aren't in the way. Gives enough relaxed room to fold it on the back end as well as the front. We got the right side all done. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty. Look, we got lights. These are just the running lights, and the front ones are on. We are good. So here we'll turn on right turn here. I don't know if you guys can see it flashing in the back there, but we are flashing. Look at that. Ooh. Fresh rate probably doesn't do justice because they're LEDs. So other than that, everything works. Brakes work too. I know the workshop needs to be cleaned up too. If anybody's gonna comment on that, but it isn't. We're working on that. But let's get this left side done. And okay, a little update. Here's the left side. There's the marker light all lit up. Turn signal's flashing on the quad. And guess what? It's flashing. Whoosh. It's flashing. This are just running lights. And the brakes do work on that. It is done. And then here are the brake lights. Done. Alright, well, she is done. All hooked up to the quad. All lights are working like they're supposed to. Boom, look at that. Nice brakes right now. That's it. We can use it. We got some sides. We got the sides that we're gonna do, but I think about making some different ones too. Maybe eventually some shorter ones if we're just gonna be using it for like, I don't know, like 8 tall, 1.5 maybe. Different ones for like different scenarios. Like we're just gonna be doing some small stuff for camping or whatever. If we're out wheeling with this, then we use some small sides and whatever else. But other than that, it's done. Checked everything. It's good to go. We're gonna go run this around a little bit, see how well it pulls behind her. Might put something on the back here just to see how well weight-wise it is. And yeah, other than that, pretty good. Lights are good. So if you guys like this video, want to subscribe for more, leave a comment, share the video, like it, give it a thumbs up, all that fun stuff. Follow me on my social media. There's a link in the description below, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.